Hello Divas! Today we are going to make chicken and dumplings, and it is the perfect day outside to make this dish because look what we have! Snow! Yes, lots and lots of snow. I am so loving this, you guys. Look at that. I love it. Okay, so let's get inside and let's make these chicken and dumplings. Alright, in a large pot we're going to add in our chicken breast. I have about a pound and a half here, and you can get this recipe on my blog with all the ingredients and all that kind of stuff. Next we're going to add in 8 cups of water. And now we're going to put in some of those yummy spices. Then we're just going to put a lid on it, bring it to a boil. And when it's done, we're just going to remove the chicken from the pot, put it on a plate, set it aside. We're going to let it cool off, and then we're going to pick it apart. And now just take about a cup of broth from the pot. We're going to use this to put in our dumplings. So just take that out and put it in the freezer. We want that to be really cold. And next add in some frozen peas if you like, peas and carrots if you want. Totally optional. And then I'm going to add in some chicken bouillon. Sprinkle that on in that stock and give it a taste. You can add in some more pepper. I think I added in some more pepper. And just cover it and let that simmer for a while. Now it is time to make our dumplings. Alright, in a bowl we're going to add in our flour. You can use cake flour as well. I'm using all-purpose flour. Add in your flour, and then we're going to add in some baking powder and some salt. That's what I have in that little bowl right there. Just give that a good whisk, get everything nice and combined. I'm going to add in a few dashes of poultry seasoning. It's optional. And now comes one of my favorite ingredients. Yes, butter flavored Crisco. Y'all know I love this stuff. So just use your fingers and kind of mash that up. You can also use a pastry cutter, but I find that using my fingers get it combined really good. And I had just scrambled an egg and put that in there, and we're going to put in that chilled broth that we had in the freezer. Just use your hands and mix it up just until it's combined. Next, you're going to put some flour on the surface, and you're just going to turn this out onto a well-floured surface. And just kind of knead it a little bit, not a lot, just to get it kind of nice and soft and uniform like that right there. Perfect. And I take my hands and I kind of flatten it out first before I use the rolling pin. You want to flatten it out till it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. And next, just take a knife or a pizza cutter and just make about maybe like 1-inch squares. Doesn't have to be perfect. I use the tip of my finger like that and make them about that thick right there, that wide. So just cut your little strips like that, vertical and then horizontal. And as you can see, mine are not perfect. Really doesn't matter. My grandmother used to just take hers and just tear them apart and throw them in the broth. But I kind of like little squares. They look cute, so. Alright, when you have them all cut out, you just take them and put them in your pot. Just like that. You want to bring this stock up to a boil. I should have brought my stock up to a boil. I don't know why I didn't do it. But make sure that your stock is boiling, and then you put in the dumplings. And next you want to take your chicken that you had cooling and just shred it up. And then put that into the pot. Give it a good stir. And ladies, we are done. Wasn't that easy? That was so freaking easy to make a good pot of homemade chicken and dumplings. I Add a little pepper in there. And we're done. And you can add in more seasonings if you like. My grandmother used to make this stuff. She used to put the lid on it and she used to say, don't touch it until tomorrow, which was really hard for us to do because the house was smelling great. But it is so true. This stuff really tastes the best the next day because the dumplings get that chance to sit in that broth and they take on that flavor, and it is so good the next day. But I mean, if you can't wait, it's still good on the first day. I hope you enjoy. Bye bye.